Hello and welcome back to Wolf and Friends Gaming. I'm Wolf and today we're back with Valhalla because I've yet to beat this game. So, we're going to start doing like how I do with Gaokao, hour-long videos. Except this might actually have more than 4 videos to it for each hour. So, I did not read that, but I just need to get the 8 grand before the end of the week, which is going to be difficult, actually. So, hopefully I can just make... If I don't... I think I bought too much at the start. Good evening. Are you okay? I feel like shit. Well, that's great. You're in all right to stay home. I have to come. Threw away everything I had in my life to be here. People I love to push aside. Oh, that's right. Previously, we just learned that our ex died. Joe, my freedom being here. My stupid freedom. So come here until I die, even after the bar closes, until my hair falls out. You're the one who looks like she's about to fall apart. Your eyes are red and swollen. Yeah, well, your hair is hairy. Yes, it is. Who was the dipshit that changed the order of the glasses? It was me. I was the one washing dishes yesterday, remember? Oh yeah, I was too busy staring at my crumbling life and all that. Why don't you just go home, Jill? You're in no position to deal with people right now. Go home, rest a bit. My ex-girlfriend died, and I wasn't there to see her one last time. This was a fight I spent all these years regretting and wishing to, but never actually apologizing for. Freedom led me to this. Yeah, it kinda sucks when you learn that the people you love just die and you aren't able to say goodbye. This is what I wanted. This is why I left all of that behind. This is why. See, you're starting to sound like a broken record. I'll leave her be. I'd rather have her here than be alone in her apartment. How are you feeling, Jill? I feel like a shitting piece of shit. The lowest of any possible life form you might find. I mean, it is better she is here, so that way she doesn't try anything dangerous, like kill herself, but, you know, at Sierra. Know what I said? So I have the rad Sheba isn't here. Okay, so let Jill process her anger. It's perfectly normal to feel that way. Here she's surrounded by people that care about her. It's a lot better than leaving her to fend for herself. I mean, as smart as 4 might be, he's still just a cat. Then why not have Jill stay but not serve anyone today? What part of I won't leave didn't you understand? I didn't leave everyone behind to just sit and do nothing. Fine, fine. What do we do if she lashes out a client? That's why you're here, Gillian Pleaskin. Who? Hey, Jill. What? I'll be in my office, but if you need a break or a hug, just tell me. Alright, 26.9. Whoa. We got all the hip songs, so let's do this. Oh, you already put on music? That's gonna be an interesting day. The Hall of Heroes keeps shining, brimming with the... That's what Tucker's... Wait, it's outside. Never mind. Oh, hell no. Oh, damn it! You! Virgilio or Virgilio, I don't give a shit what it is. The luminous pollution on the streets makes it seem almost like a starry sky. Oh my, this guy is asking to be hit. But celebrities are fishing. My favorite fish is the octopus. So I want something octopus-like. Aren't you gonna do that weird bartending thing? I'm waiting for you to order like a decent human being. I'm not following. I am crazy. Spell your order like you're a human who is not in need of medical help. Fine then, I want a sparkle star. S-P-A-R-R-K-L-E star. So, by name, the Sparkle Star. These actually sparkle. Oh my god, his option was never like other than celebrity. See, was it that hard? Have you tried to spell under pressure? You look angry, spelling bartender. Are you having that time of the month? Oh my gosh. I'm filled with ridiculous amounts of anger, pain, and self-hate, and second thought, you're not that far from the truth, I guess. I get those too, you know. What? Yes, I finally got over my renaissance and moved to my enlightenment. Here I was thinking you'd get to say something serious for once. You're implying that I'm not serious? No! And that question mark on your forehead doesn't help you either. Glaring holes through me will do nothing. I'm glare immune. What if you allow me to give you a sincere piece of advice? Whatever, it's not like it'll help. You shouldn't kick yourself so much. If you keep it up, any chance of finally forgiving yourself will someday be gone. So fate will leave you with a hole that will never heal. Yeah, we already have that, so it's already too late, Virgilio. So please take measures against it instead of sulking so much. Nope! I'll be damned, that actually sounded half sensible. Nero, I was thinking you were just a pompous lunatic. Hey, pompous lunatics have stories too. Really? What story? I would rather not tell. Figures. Want anything else? Have you ever seen how the bad touch? There. Yeah, I guess this is the one. Maybe he's right and I shouldn't be so to myself. Even though I deserve every second of it. Yeah. Your mind does not help you in this. Oh, but you're making lots of faces there. Okay, I my own apology to Lenore. So, whatever. Yeah. Great, now I'm feeling even worse. Yeah, thinking about it does not really make it any better. In fact, it makes you hate yourself even more. I have experience, kind of. Very. Is she okay? No, but just leave her be for now. Hey, oh, finally! A normal person. A mummy. Say. No, I don't have kids. Still, someone normal than this twat. How are you feeling, Say? Bones are still broken, but at least the cuts are healing nicely. Like I'm not someone that scars easily. I mean, wounds that leave marks. It'd be a problem if I couldn't get scar tissue. What happened to you? Fell off 2.5 stories into some trash and rubble. It looked better though. Last time you came, you looked like you were about to collapse emotionally. I guess. You're the one who looks like it now, though. How do I put it? It's like when I called you your full name, but magnified. Yeah, don't mind me too much. I'm in a bad mood. Anything I can do? Please forgive me if I suddenly lash out at you or anyone else. You want something? My tongue is not so sensitive today, so let's have a beer. And you? Such a change in tone. I'm fine, I don't need anything. Alright. Suit yourself. Yeah, let's see if there are any differences from the canned ones. And this one tastes less watered down. So did something happen to you? I'm fine, nothing's happened to me. People who are fine don't act like that. I mean, they could. Oh, I get it, you're in those days. Oh, that's... No, I'm not on my period. No? Dealing with the loss of someone, okay? Oh. Sorry, don't worry. Maybe I shouldn't have come today after all. No, maybe... are you alright? I'm trying to find something to say. Making a joke would be tasteless and I can't say anything real right without it sounding cheap. I might have lost what to say here, sorry. Wanna hear something weird? It's exactly like that when Stella came here on Monday talking about you. Oh? Well, ladies, I'm leaving. Good. You were just sitting with a Valkyrie. Really? Splendid. That'll make a good entry in my poems blog. I feel bad about the way I treated him today. If not for the fact that he was being cryptic with his orders for no good reason. Like Stella when she first came. Yes. No, I mean... You could have given him a free beer or something and apologized. Yeah, I just keep messing things up with people. But you know, he seemed familiar. Familiar? Yeah, I can't put my finger on it though. I just feel like I've seen him somewhere. Ah, well, it might just be that he looks like someone from an ad or something. There's no way you could forget someone like him if you've met him. So what brings you here? I wanted to come with Stella, so I'm waiting for her. Why here? To be with you, of course. How did Stella react when you arrived? She slapped me real hard. It hurt. She said that's for making me worried and not listening to me, and then she became happy. Not sure there's a tear still. Can I ask whose loss you were dealing with? You shouldn't be bothered with it. Just pretend I'm in a bad mood and call it a day. Okay. You really want to know, huh? As this music gets louder, can't help it. I don't like seeing people sad. I just need to know context, not details. I can relate to that a bit. Someone to whom I said some mean thing to pass away before I could ever see her again. Does that work? Knowing he do anything helps me calm down, but... I mean, it's not that it wouldn't help, I just... Calm down, I get it. I can't contain myself when I see people in need. But I've learned that there are times when you just can't do anything, and that's kinda fine. Thank God I learned that, otherwise I would have gone insane ages ago. You're a good person, Say. Nah, I'm just an annoying girl. Still, if there's anything I can do to help, let me know. I have broken bones, but that doesn't mean I can't offer emotional support. Could always order another drink. Get me something cold, please. That's good to say, something with ice. Well, that doesn't give me anything by type, so let's just go down the list. Found it, technically. Sunshine and cloud. It's pretty cold outside, though. Yeah, but I don't like hot or warm drinks. They make me feel nauseous. You know, it cheers me up. Singing. Hearing people sing helps too. And I am yawning more. Yay, I mean, it is like 7, 8 in the morning over here. Other people told me my voice is pretty nasty, actually. They've also told me I'm good with the harmonica. Should I play the harmonica? I need something to do some breathing exercise with, and a harmonica is a lot smaller than a tuba. And I guess if you practice enough, you become decent. Yeah, harmonicas are pretty easy to play, but you just need to know where all the notes are and which ones are which. Like, I have a small harmonica in my room, which has about 11 holes in it, and I don't even know what each note is. No, can you still play? Yeah, the violin's at my mom's house, so I don't have it with me. But I guess I could. It's one of those things you don't forget easily. Why'd you stop? I don't know. One day it just felt like stopping. No deep reason behind it. It's like me and cooking. Or like me and my guitar. When's Stella coming? Now I mention it, she's a bit late. Let me call her. You do that, I'm gonna take my break. Tell Gil if you need anything else. Alright. Well, I mean, I guess I can save, but then I'm just gonna pick it right back up. Stella and Sam make me a bit jealous. Back. Like, you've calmed down. I forgot about the TV in the back. Let's put her on no signal. If I kick myself, make a mistake. But I guess I cool down a bit. So I helped a lot with that one, though. I just can't stay mad when I see her. Speaking of which, more yawning. I hate this. I remember one time I had a yawn counter in a video, and I don't want to do that again. At least you're not outside to look for that Stella girl or something. The way you are right now, it feels like I should be protecting you. Hey, the only thing hindering me is the broken arm. I've gotten into burning buildings with a 2-centimeter deep cut. Yeah, I remember that one. 1 millimeter more and you would have lost the motor function in your arm. Welcome. Ah, hello, Jill. What's this about protecting who? Yeah, I'm sort of like Stella's unofficial bodyguard, but I'm not really fit for such duties right now. My father insists I go everywhere with protection, so most of the time I only ask Say if she feels like going out. She's trained to deal with the kind of things that bodyguards deal with anyway. And she's more fun to hang around with, too. So I'm assuming that gorilla outside is a bodyguard. That's Buster. Pretty cool guy. He played football professionally until he lost his leg in a demolition derby. We offered him an implant surgery for all his years of service, but he rejects every time. Well, he'll get used to the replacement he's using, so maybe it's for the best. It's a thick oak branch on a metal bowl tied to his stump. And yet he can still run faster than me with it. True. Do you want something? I'm fine right now. A Brantini, a big one. I'm in a good mood. Well, that's gonna be some money for me at least. After all these years, I still don't get why the finest, most expensive things come in small packages. Ever tried to go to a restaurant only for them to serve you a really small portion of some fine food? Sometimes you just want to stuff yourself with really cheap food. Say, let's go for some hamburgers later. I'm not taking a no for an answer. I know what you mean when you say some, you know. Might as well call the place and tell them to prepare everything in advance. Can I ask you two something? Sure. Are you two dating? How did you two meet? Stella showed up in the park I used to play at when I was a kid. We played a couple of times, she started showing up more and more, and that was it. My father told me that. When I was 5, I kept insisting on going to a real kids' park. We drove for some time, and the park I liked was the one Say happened to be at. Have you ever seen a girl in a dress go to a muddy park? She learned her lesson and started showing up with more fitting clothes. But man, that's a scene I can't forget. Reminds me a bit of Bakugan, and yes, I watched the entire first series of it just because I wanted to catch up on it. I've known her longer than I've known my own father. Why the question? No reason, you two just look so comfortable with each other. Any other person could have sworn you were an item. An item? What kind of item? A couple say. Oh, yeah, I get it now. Fine, because we actually earned a mock prize in sorts for best couple at Stella's high school. 3 years in a row. So you two didn't go to the same high school? Nope. Oh. Thank you, music. I don't know why you cut out. Don't you have any childhood friends, Jill? Childhood friends? Can't think of any. My grandpa, I guess. Although he owned a game shop. What kind of man was he? Gruff. They kind of eat raw Bronson roots every morning. But around me, he was different. I have memories of him barking orders to my dad, only to turn around and play with me gently. It's interesting, though. He was my mom's dad, but after my mom and dad separated, he stayed with my dad. Yeah, he's the one that comes to mind when I think about childhood friends. Oh. Hey, Joe, what's this Bloom Light? A spicy drink. Tastes nice the first time, but it gets samey after a while. It's also brown for some reason. Give me one of those, please. I'll have one, too. On 2 Bloom Lights for the girls, who are not dating at all, but got a mock prize for being a couple. Alright. I don't know, I kinda like it. Yeah, but after the third one, it's wait, what do you mean after the third? Oh, because she's had it before. But after the third one, it starts tasting like sand. Spicy sand, but nonetheless. Who's dimming the light? I think she had too much before I came. I mean, it was only a beer, I think. I think I also doubled hers, so she also had more Carmotrin. Well done that she was retired from the whole bank thing. She told me about everything that happened there. To be honest, I don't think I would have made it here, place. I guess I should be thankful for the nanomachine treatment she went through as a white knight. Treatment? Trauma suppressors. Basically, it helps with the healing process of PTSD. That is great! It's mandatory for every white knight regardless of division. Oh. Still, healing can only do so much. For 3 days, that bank was hell, and poor State's still paying for it. The disbanding of the White Knights and subsequent persecution of those who were identified as former members. It's unfair, you know, among all people using the White Knights to further their own goals. State was one of the few that actually believed in what they were supposed to do. Do I have a White Knight commercial? No, because I got rid of it. So let's put on... past it. I'll put on Bubbles Girl. The doctor who treated her wounds was the same one she's always assisted with accidents and emergencies. He treated her at no cost whatsoever. Well, good karma and all that. She's earned the god's favor, I think. But, you know, all that made me realize I might be a bad person. How? When I saw Say wounded, asking for help, a part of me was happy. After all this time needing her, she finally needed me. I felt truly useful to her for the first time. How sad is that? Sometimes the best help one can provide is to stay alive. Who knows, maybe it was the idea of coming back to you that helped her. And I guess you wouldn't be human without thoughts like those once in a while. Maybe, but I'm also a cat person now. Can I get you something else? I'm good, I should be leaving actually. Come, Say, let's get hamburgers and go home. Yeah, we'll be leaving now. What, you like carrying her out? Feeling better? No, I just don't reek of rage. But I still feel like a piece of shit. Little steps, I guess. Hello? Ah, Kim, welcome. I forgot about her. I was afraid I'd mix up the directions and end up in someone's house or something. What can I get you? I'll have a sunshine cloud, please. Sure, I think I made that. Here, thanks. So how's work on the web paper? Also, I keep forgetting voices, so I'm just pretty much using the same ones now. Oh, I quit. What? Yep, I went to the office of that chauvinistic horseblower and told him I quit. Why did you do that? I arrived early to my meeting and got some assignment. I spent hours doing it only for the other bitches to come and ruin it. After that, I didn't have time left, so my supervisor scolded me. So I snapped and quit on a whim. Oh. Don't you have any second thoughts? Regret anything? I guess you'll always have second thoughts. Even if you do what you want, you'll still think, what if? Because hindsight is 20/20, and a bitch. Even so, I was getting physically sick there. I dreaded the werewolf every morning. I even almost... What I'm saying is, I don't know what I'll do, but it's certainly better than being there. I feel free. Free. It's a wonderful feeling, you know. I feel like now I can find something I care. Oh, great. Joe's gonna fly off the handle, probably. I won't return to the augmented eye, but I could still pursue journalism with another outlet. I haven't felt like this in, well, never. Yeah, this is some actually pretty good music. What about your family? They weren't happy, that's for sure. My dad took it better, but my mom freaked out, to put it mildly. What are you gonna do and all that? But I'm not here about that. Give me a big drink, please. What kind? I don't know, bubbly or something. Something big and bubbly. Thankfully, that is actually a flavor. Here, some frothy water. If detergent commercials are to be believed, this will clean out my insides. It'll also kill things inside you. You're gonna ask, though, how did you end up working there? No deep reason. That's what I did when I got out of high school. Taking a year off was out of the question, so I went for the first thing I thought about. But I couldn't get into the robotics course, so I settled for journalism. Okay, too much pressure for my family. Yeah, that's normal. It's a really common tale. Yeah. Did you have troubles like those? Same story as you, I just went through the motions. From high school to college, I never stopped to think about what I was doing. And then at some point, I just felt like my life slipped through my fingers. Suddenly, all I wanted was freedom, a little pause to stop and take a breather. And my life went to hell for that fucking breather. Give me a... something! Something? Sorry, I just have a dry mouth. Anything will do. Alright. Just for a... something. Literally. I doubt there's gonna be anything that's, like, that literally has the word something in it, so I'll just make this easier. I mean, give her rum. Thanks. I feel like I asked something I shouldn't have. Don't fret about it. I'm just in a rough spot right now. What are you gonna do? Honestly, I don't know. I do feel liberated, however. Like, I can do whatever I want, study whatever I like, work whenever I want. I know it's not that way, and it won't be easy, but I feel a lot more confident that when I was out of high school. Well, that's good, because I don't feel like that whenever I'm free. I honestly don't get why they put young people who barely know how society works through that one. Well, I wish you the best of luck. Your mental health should be your priority and all that. Thanks, you really needed the encouragement. Come back if you need more encouragement. I wouldn't dare leave someone alone when it comes to this sort of thing. Thanks. Bye, Jill. Please come again. You should take some of that advice for yourself. I know. Let's call it a day for now. You need some rest. Yeah. Honey! Ah, Dorothy. Sorry, we're just closing. I know, I came for you. For me? Why are you hugging me? I painted it. Oh, Dana. All night long. Come again. To put it simply, Dorothy will go home with you and she won't leave your side. What do you hope to accomplish with that? Well, at first it was to calm that rage you had earlier. It was either hugs or a cold bucket, and I don't promise there will be any water in it. You calm down a bit, but honestly I know better than to leave you alone for another night. At the very least, all the cuddling will give you an epiphany or something. That's some alien reasoning right there. It's not. You need hugs. Many. You need some humanoid contact right now. Thanks, music. You obviously know what time to play. You had your alone time. Now we're playing by my rules. Please take care of me. Treat yourself. Yes, flawless service bonus. I need all the money I can get. Oh, okay, so Saturday is when I need the 8 grand, but thankfully I just got the 8 grand. Oh, that is... Who is that Lulum? A very good friend. So yeah, I just got the 8,000 that I needed for tomorrow. That's good. So let's not buy anything or check any... and maybe check something. Ah, of course, there's new stuff. The newspaper... Oh, James. Monster Girlfriend Chihuahua and Township 6th Form. Okay. Nothing interesting based off titles. Lulum receiving mysterious is here making the biggest pop. Quincy says, okay, I'll check this one. Receiving mysterious messages. Halloween was back in October, but this terrifying tale didn't become popular until now, by Elena Smithy, of course. Reports say that Lulum have been receiving strange transmissions with messages that are confusing at best and threatening at worst. Spooky, or bluff. The contents are not clear, as most of the Lulum can't remember exactly what they had heard, but the most mysterious thing of all is perhaps the fact that the Lulum could not record any of these messages while they were being broadcasted. It's almost as if something had blocked the Lulum from doing so. While we have nothing but anecdotal proof, even among our own Lulum, the mystery behind these messages is one we should be paying attention to. Of allowing imports. So we decided not to steal all the city's funds. Good. Okay. I'm not sure why it's in all capital letters, but also let's save. Okay, since I'm going for an hour long, I'm not going to, like, be angry about how it's not directly on the dot. Good evening. Ah, hey. How are you feeling? A little more soft and warm. Come again? You heard me. So I want to go from steaming pile of shit to just sad. Where are you? A sad pile of shit. I still hate myself. I'm still sad as hell. But how to put it? The noise stopped. I don't know if I explained myself. Sorta, kinda. So how were things last night? Cozy, I must admit. I can't believe you paid Dorothy for that. Well, if you want to call that payment, I guess. I called Dorothy to tell her what happened to you, and she was really concerned. She stuttered for a second, saying that she had the whole night to go, and she couldn't just leave free. I asked her how much, and she said, enough to pay for the soda I'm having is fine. How did you get her number? I have contacts. Right. Anyways, Joe, if you need a second break, and drink, or a hug, just let me know, you hear? Thanks. I'd make you the same offer, but I'm guessing hugs from me are the last things you want. If you need a bartender, let me know, though. Nice to know. Anyways, we have work to do. So, let's get rid of all this music for once and try some new stuff. Obviously not this. Let's open up with Every Day is Night. That's just your normal music, I'm pretty sure. Troubling News. This is what I think when I hear troubling news. Smooth jazz kind of thing. There we go. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Heh, it's nice to hear that again. Did you say something? Did I? Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, it's you guys. Yeah, Rad Sheba and Monocle Dog. Hey, be more respectful. I brought my boss here. Aren't you a part-timer here or something? My other boss. I'm talking to the great Nacho Tumbleweed Jr. Boss, I'm taking my break. I know what I said earlier, but you haven't even started yet. Shit. So what brings you here today? I wanted to see the place my best soldier is working at. Soldier? Wait, aren't you the dog I served last Monday? Oh, it's you, Dana. Soldier, why didn't you tell me you were working for Dana? No, that's not Dana, that's just Jay. So I'm guessing you're part of this whole CIRA thing. Part of it, I founded it. Humans have the best intentions, but they just don't get us. So I decided to create a place where dogs can be dogs. Here we can take in any dog without a police in the world. We created our own heaven on earth. And do you take corgis only? Do I look like one of those sci-fi bitches? Of course not. I'd include other animals, but sadly I can only take care of those who are of the same species as I. Sad thing is I take him more seriously, but it's talking corgi with an eye patch. But it's this eye patch? I thought that was a monocle this entire time. We get anything? I'm fine. What about you, boss? Manly stuff. You sure? Did I stutter? Alright. A manly drink for the dog. Maybe we should just give him something bitter. Nah, let's serve him what he wants. So let's give him a pile driver. So, surprisingly, without noticing it, I gave him something manly and bitter at the same time. Lucky me. Yes, this is just what I wanted. Blech, this tastes worse than my own butt. Hey, you asked for it. This is a really nice place, you know. I should buy it out. You picked a good place to work at, soldier. Thanks. Does he really get paid? Your efforts to keep CIRA afloat will not go to waste. We'll make her better and better. I mean, we're pretty much on the verge of closing. Can boss really afford that? We have more urgent matters at hand, though. Like the fact we don't have enough balls for everyone. Can't we just share the ones we have? You fool, every dog has a right to have his own ball. If we can't provide even that, then what's the point of even trying? Wait, don't tell me she just doesn't give a fuck and is spending all of her money like water. I mean, what with the bar closing and all that? But many have enjoyed the boxes more than they do the balls. That's a good point. What do you think is cheaper, a box of balls or a box of boxes? A box of boxes! Are there boxes of boxes? Of course there are. How do you think they ship boxes? Tied together? Tied together, don't be silly. Unless she's paying him straight from her pocket. boss is that kind of woman. This world is filled with all sorts of recurrent madness, you know. Doctors consult doctors, boxes come in boxes, bottles come in bottles. Ooh, as expected from you, boss. Wait, that theory only works assuming she's actually paying him with money. For all I know, she might be paying him with steaks. So tomorrow you're getting a check for people selling boxes, you hear? Sir, yes, sir. Except that's a boss, a good steak's more valuable than money. Wait, what if they come with foil? Weston Strauss had to be taken to the vet because he ate the foil a piece of cheese came in. Curses, you're right. We need a contingency plan. Besides, boss is not the only one to scam people, let alone a dog. I wonder if we can strike a deal with the vet those sci-fi bastards have. She's always so nice with us. I know, her smile is so cute too. So it's better that we vet for a vet? Yes, put that on the list. Ah, Nacho. Oh yeah, I forgot you knew about the dog. Are you staying for a while? I was just passing by, I've got some errands to run. Great, Gil can go with you. I can? You will. I'll still get paid for today, right? That depends on Nacho's evaluation. Alright, Greenhorn, let's get going. Oh, I'm paying him anyways, by the way. Just wanted to mess around with him. No, that's not the problem here. Why make him do that? Gil looked like he needed to take a good break, and he's the kind to just not accept such a thing. But with Nacho, he'd have something to do, and he'd be away from the bar for a bit. When you put it that way. Anyway, I'm going back to my office. Your boss sure is nice. Glad I'm working with her, too. Yeah. So you have anything? Actually, I'm just gonna go sit over there and be on standby, await orders. Okay. Shit, I missed the chance to ask how or if he even gets paid with money. I don't remember Betty's voice. Man, shouldn't get wasted. Oh, this is the robot, I'm pretty sure. I fail to see how getting wasted will make you feel Sheba! For fuck's sake, you piece of scrap. We just got out of a building full of dogs. But this one has a Hawaiian shirt and sunglasses. Hey there, robot. Eddie dogs. Welcome to Valhalla. Hey, Jill. Get me a beer, will you? Gotcha. Does deal on anything? Okay, roll. Sir, yes, sir. So cute. He's fine. Just a beer, then. Friday after work isn't just a beer, though. It's the beer. Can't argue with that. Beer for Betty. I can make it big for the heck of it. I mean, it is Friday. There we go, the Friday beer. Let's make it special. Yeah. Cheers. Hey, Joe, do you like beer? The amount of beer cans in my apartment is becoming a problem, actually. I had this friend back in high school who made some pretty nice crafts with them. I'm still in contact with him if you're interested. No thanks, the last thing I need right now is more crap taking space. So are things up at Dogtown? Well, that Laura girl is stirring things up, for better or for worse. For worse. She's like a rabbit. An overtly politically correct rabbit. Rabbit? Never had a pet rabbit? They're a nervous mess that gets startled over the littlest of things. And this girl is on the constant lookout, scared of saying something that might irk someone. It doesn't have to be the person she's speaking with, even. It's no problem in the company, but the other day we went out together and holy shit. Poor girl can't speak properly. She pauses every sentence to make sure she doesn't say something offensive. She's a nice girl and it's sweet that she tries so hard to not offend anyone. But seriously, she tries too hard. You don't help either. You randomly yell, "What did you say?" whenever she's within earshot distance. Yeah, well, it's just that. She looks so cute when she's startled. Like a rabbit. It raises up the question of whether she's really like that. Or if you're the one making her aware of anything she says. Well, why don't we test that? How? You go out with her. Why? To test if it's really me who makes her like that. It's not like you can say no, you know. I mean, it's my honor that's on the line here. I want to prove you're only talking shit about me. Even if you were right, you have quite the fixation on that girl. She's fun. Fun how? She actually reacts when I tease her. You take it in your stride, but she actually gets startled, squirms, and then gets uncomfortable. How is that any good? She's cute and her reactions are cute. But if you keep it up, she'll either leave or get used to you. You know, like me. Shit, you're right. I must save my teasing for when the moment is just right then. No, that's not the problem. It is for me. And what are you doing here? What about the dog? He said he had to go out. By the way, he said his name was... Say this Laura girl Do you guys get along? I wouldn't know. We get along as co-workers at the very least. I mean, that's all that really matters. What kind of girl is she, aside from the whole politically correct rabbit thing? Slow. She's the kind that does things so carefully that she does them really, really slowly. Really, really slowly. I can't deny that when she actually finishes stuff, she does a great job, but it's unnerving. She doesn't actually have to be with us in the building, though. She's more like a freelancer. Why is she there, then? Because she likes dogs. And that's why I insist that you two would make a fine couple. That's a really superficial statement. It's like saying you'd be fine with someone because you're both women. Okay, a bad example. May I say something? By all means, if that little girl is really as bland as you claim her to be, wouldn't she be better off with a more assertive person, more assertive partner? Yo, piece of scrap, she's totally calling you a pussy. Yes! She's right, though. Sharing interests and being compatible are totally different things. But then you'd be underestimating the power of love. And this is the perfect music right now. Except maybe now it isn't. Whether you want to admit it or not, love changes people, for better or for worse. Who knows, maybe you'll become more assertive after spending time with her. Or she'll drive me nuts. I guess that's a possibility too. Still, why are you so insistent on me and her getting together? Because she's like a cute rabbit, so someone might try to eat her out there. It'd be a lot easier to keep her in my sight. So in short, your motherly instincts arose because of Laura. Why not see if she likes you, and you already tried to hit on her, didn't you? You make me sound like some skirt chaser. She's not into girls. How did you find out? I asked her directly. Of course. She seemed giddy afterwards, though. I heard her muttering something about meeting her first lesbian. It was weird. Okay, enough Laura for a night. Refrain from using any "that's what you said last night" jokes on variations thereof. Please. Party pooper. Let's get a drink then. Sounds good. I'll have a bloom light, please. Give me a fringe weaver. Alright. One bloom light and fringe weaver. I don't think I've ever served a bloom light before. I wonder why it's called a bloom light. Seems it was first developed at some video games event. The creator said something about making the attendees feel like their customers do. Said attendees were, of course, part of some big games company. Seems that company always used too much bloom lighting, so the bartender there literally made them all drink all the bloom. So it's not called that because it glows in the dark. Not this one, no. Come to think of it, did you ever change because of relationship? Oh my gosh, that's the worst question to ask at this point right now because she's beating herself over the head. In more ways than one, I guess. Would you say for better or for worse? I guess for the better. I'm too thick-headed to develop any new bad habits. Although thanks to my first boyfriend, I did pick up a very annoying habit of correcting people's grammar on the fly. Pretty annoying when I think back to it. So you were one of those kinds of people. That's me. Sometimes I think I became more, what's the word? Cynical, jaded, bitter, tired of the crapless world and everyone in it throws on a daily basis. Hey, I'm just quoting you. But yeah, I think I became all that because of this one girlfriend I had in college. She got me into the whole activism thing in the first place. How was that bad? We'd all go and protest. We'd start all kinds of movement to see if things changed. Now I wonder how these protests were handled based off of news events. I really got into the whole thing. But whenever I wanted to get more serious, I found myself coming up against a wall. That wall is an analogy for the fact that not everyone was willing to go that far. I found out pretty fast that most of them were in the whole thing because of some shitty fad, and not because they actually believed in whatever movement they were championing. So I moved from group to group, only to find people who were in it because of a fad. And when they were not in it because of a passing fad, they were of the dangerous extremist kind. My tolerance for people's shit was greatly diminished after all that. So it wasn't so much the person you had a relationship with, but rather other people. You seriously never thought about it that way. You need to stop putting the blame for what you do on past relationships. Whatever. Where's the other guy, by the way? He had to escort one of the dogs outside. Figures. Oh yeah, the one that was here. The one that was here asked if you were the nice vet lady that works at the Sci-Fi toy company. Suppose he's interested in talking to you or something. Why didn't he do it then? I don't know. You've been doing a few jobs on the side, haven't you? The pay from the dogs isn't enough to keep up with the mounting debts. I don't know how you do it. It's hard to believe dogs pay you at all. But it's just coming from someone working at a place that pays a dog for doing fuck all. Or at least I think we're paying him. I'm not completely certain we do. Or get anything else? Well, we're fine, but we have to get up early tomorrow. And by we, I really mean her. She got invited to a picnic, and I won't stand to hear another had to go to a picnic with a hangover story. Fine. Let's go, then. See you, Jill. Bye. Please come again. Man, you're such a party pooper. You'll be the party pooper tomorrow if you keep drinking. Boss, take my break. Call me if someone comes. Alright. Oh boy, that raises a lot of questions how this society works. If we could pay a dog to do a job, and dogs pay humans to do jobs. No dogs in sight. Okay, then back to work. Every day is night. Welcome to Oh, hey there, Alma. She seems down. Maybe there's something I can give her to cheer her up. Let's just try to cheer Alma up. She might like classy drinks, but what she really likes... Don't you dare force me to remember. I'll just go by I'll just trust you. Hey, and this? It's on me. Drink so you at least change your expression. Why don't you say you're worried about me? You got the message anyway, didn't you? So, how is it? Well, it has alcohol and I'm in a bar, so... Good enough, I guess. I got you to speak, that's all I wanted. What? You're gonna jinx me or something. No, but you being down inside is uncanny. You're making it sound like I'm some sort of windbag. You know what I mean. Yeah, I do, thanks. So why are you here why are you deflating? Deflating? When I got sad and started sighing repeatedly, my grandpa would warn me that I would start deflating like an old tire if I kept it up. So what is it? Was it the news about people dressing in bunny suits after the whole Alice Rabbit boom? Nah, that is old news. I mean, it is a problem, but such a thing would only annoy me. Say, Joel, how's your mood right now? I want to ruin it by blowing off all my stored steam. Silly, Alma. I've been feeling like utter shit the last couple of days. You can't make me feel worse. So go ahead, unwind all your worries on me. Don't say I didn't warn you. Okay, so, remember my sister, Diana? The one that's separated from her husband and forgot her kids while fucking her way around or something? Perfect summary. I'll use it next time. I didn't tell you the whole story then. More specifically, that she threw her husband out after months of abuse. Oh. However, that woman is incapable of getting a job and maintaining herself. And I mean that. She never even thinks about selling some stuff or trying to earn her bread. She just expects a guy to do all that for her. I have no idea why she turned out like that. Both my mom and dad were hard workers. They even started a small shop to have something to do after retirement. Huh? So, what does this fully capable woman do a couple of weeks later? Why, bring her abusive husband back, of course. What? Yeah, and the guy spent a couple of days with her before leaving again. He had a nice couple of hot steamy nights and then left. Well, you acted like my little brother and sister after hearing that. But the story doesn't end there. Oh no. So she's broke and can't even get enough for a bus, even though she'd probably be glad to sell her ass just to get money. And it was up to me to pick her up. For the last couple of days, she left her kids with my parents. And being such sweet angels, they've made a mess out of the whole place. Bernardo and Eva, I don't remember, are actually staying with me a couple of days to give them some peace. It doesn't help that I never got along with Diana. So we're in the car and she asked how her kids are. And of course, after all the built-up tension, I just exploded. First, I started ranting about how her kids are growing up seeing some messed up stuff. I started scolding her about not taking her responsibility, about not taking proper care of her children. I tell her that she's in no place to have all those escapades. And after all that, she just says, "What the hell do you know? You don't have any kids." Yeah, you slice king, I don't have kids, but I'm not broke just because I refuse to take a job. I don't have kids, but I'm not leaving them in the first barely familiar house I find. I don't have kids, but I'm not letting the guy that hit me on a regular basis back in my bed. I don't have kids, but I pretty much raised Eva and Bernardo, and they turned out pretty damn well. I don't have any kids, but I'm not a cheap whore. Ah! Wait, is that supposed to be sound waves? Because it looked like she's drowning in the ocean. Damn. I don't know what to say. There's nothing to say. I love my family and I put them all above all else. But Danny is seriously pushing the boundaries of what I can allow. Any way I could help, you just did. Eh? I know who I'm dealing with. I'm not one to let stuff like that get to me. I'm still angry as hell though, and I could just discuss this with any of my family members. I can't tell my mom, your daughter is a slut. I just need to get all of this off my chest, you know? Well, from what I see, there's still a lot more to get off your chest. It's swollen as fuck. Nah, how you see her is filled with love and dreams. Is everyone in your family as busty as you? The worst offender is my dad, actually. Kidding. I guess the only one that didn't get the big boobs gene was Eva. She insists on getting surgery or genetic treatment, but I tell her she's fine the way she is. These can actually be more of a hassle than a blessing. And poor Bernardo, his breasts actually started growing when he was 8. I just hope I don't take too much from my mother's side of the family. My father's sisters still look quite young, but when menopause hit, my mom lost her looks rather quickly. Any good genes you got from your family, Jill? Good enough skin and hair, I guess. There's a thing about a shrimp allergy, but so far I haven't had problems with that. Oh, I see. For my family, I have like the best eyesight out of all of us. Essentially, my aunt has, I believe my aunt has glasses, my grandmother has glasses, actually both of them do, my dad has glasses, and one of my siblings has glasses, and I think my oldest cousin has glasses as well, as my eyesight is perfect and I have not needed glasses so far in life. Hey, you know what worries me the most about the whole Diana situation? How your nephews are turning out? If she leaves them with my mom, they'll turn out better than her, somehow. Actually, what worries me is, what if I end up like that too? How so? If I find a good man and I settle down, what if he turns out shitty? What if I have a sudden burst where I want to live my life and oh, that's the perfect thing to say. What if I have kids and I end up neglecting them because of all that? Trust me, the fact that you're even worried about it is indication enough that I'll be fine. You think? I'm pretty sure, although constantly worrying about something isn't actually the best. You said before that she pretty much married the guy after a couple months, right? Yeah? No offense, but those are the kind of people who wouldn't even think about all that. Besides, if any guy ends up marrying you, it's because he passed your irrational standards. Hey, am I lying? No, but there are things best kept as spoken truths. I wonder if I'll ever find a good guy. You will. You'll know when the time comes. I sure hope so. For now, the time has come to get another drink. What can I get you? Give me something with ice, but alcoholic, please. Alright. I think I just gave her something with ice and alcohol. Nope, it did not have it. Alright. Sunshine Cloud. Thanks, I need to cool down a bit. That's why I'm here. So you said you felt shitty the last couple of days. Why? Don't think too much about it. Oh, come on, you hear my problems. I want to help you too. Don't worry too much. Right, I almost forgot to tell you something. What is it? My boss is throwing a mega Christmas party this Sunday. You want to come? Sure. Something tells me this mega Christmas is going to be a mess at my parents' home, so I'd rather avoid it. Are you guys getting chicken? I can get one. To be honest, I wouldn't know. You can bring it if you want. It won't go to waste. Gotcha. Say, Joel, what's your favorite part of the chicken? Favorite part? I guess I like legs the most. Really, I like breast better. Breast is a bit too simple, don't you think? Legs have better texture. Maybe, but simple is usually better. Breast is easier to enjoy than legs and a lot less messy. You silly girls. Boss? You're there talking about breasts and legs and everyone knows the best parts are the wings. Boss, what's that? Spicy chicken wings. Where'd you get spicy chicken wings? From a spicy chicken. You know, spicy chicken, the shop 2 blocks from here? Sorry, let me rephrase that. Why are you carrying a bucket of spicy chicken wings? Why aren't you carrying a bucket of spicy chicken wings? Well, it's because... thought as much. Yo, Armitage. Alma. I know what I said. Will the chicken you're talking about be cooked already? You might need to heat it up, but it'd be cooked otherwise. Great, I expect you here Sunday at 8 p.m. Thanks. Anyway, I'll be back to my office. She left the bucket. Want some? Don't mind if I do. Oh, mild spice. Nice. Weird. Maybe she got a mixed up order and that's why she left them here? She usually orders stronger stuff. I found buckets that make my throat itch just from being near them. Oh. Say, Joel, what kind of guys do you like? That's a sudden question. I'm not too picky with guys, to be honest. I want them to be decent enough. Not jealous, not aggressive, responsible enough to keep a job. That's not good. Do you like them buff? What about tall? No tattoos or piercings, I guess. Never liked either. What about you? I like them well-dressed. If they go out in ironed shirts and well-coordinated clothes, they're sure to catch my eye. Some muscles always fine. Some muscles always fine too, but sharply just males catch my attention faster. And yet you're still single. That's how I like my men. A potential husband, on the other hand, is another matter completely. I see. So can you get me a drink here? Special wings turn out to be spicy. What do I get you? Anything, as long as it helps me with the spiciness in my mouth. Okay. So you something to help her get over the spiciness of wings. Well, I mean, if you're trying to counter spicy, I'm pretty sure you need bitter? That's the most pleasant thing, but it helped. Dang it. Alright, so next question. What kind of girl do you like? You first. Sorry, I don't swing that way. Sure, I have no qualms about saying a girl is cute or cool, but... Nope, I prefer men, my bad. Now you. Shit, just calm down. I guess I like girls with light-colored hair. Light-colored hair? Yeah, you know, like redheads and such. What about white, like your boss? You were just setting me up for that comment, weren't you? Sorry, it's just when she got her with a bucket of wings, your eyes pretty much started sparkling. Your whole behavior transformed. You become giddy and cheerful all of a sudden. Hey, I can't blame you. She's pretty nice. I just felt like teasing you. So, light-colored hair. What about blondes? Do you like me? Yeah, I guess. Let's say I'm into girls too and I start hitting on you. Oh gosh! I would go along with it. Nice body, pretty face, and a good apartment. I wouldn't ever let you go. Okay then, enough tangents. Why don't you tell me why you were feeling shitty these last days? What? Oh, that. I told you not to think too much about it. And I told you I want to know. Come on, Jill, you've heard my problem so many times, now I want to help you. Come on, come here. I told you to sit here, come on. What? What are you? Alright, okay, so now I'm playing as Alma. Now I'm the bartender and you're the client. Hardly. The bartending station only works with me. I see. Okay then, what the heck just happened? Click here and... Now it works for you, for me, and that dog in a Hawaiian shirt. Why with him too? He has a dog in a fucking Hawaiian shirt. Right, how'd you even manage to... Oh yeah, hacker, right. Now we've changed roles. You've been feeling shitty, mind telling me why? It's a long story, I don't even know where to start. And also, this is the first time we get to see Jill's, like, character model. Start from the beginning. Okay then, something that goes back to my college years. Well, that's taking it way back. Back in compulsory education, I never made too much of an effort, but I managed to get high grades. Even in PE, I managed to do well enough to always get perfect grades. And then, of course, when I got to college, shit started getting hard. I had this perfectionist streak that wouldn't let me fail anything. Burning my eyelashes, studying, I even eventually managed to keep up good grades. After about half of the career, I met a student teacher. Her name was Lenore. She helped me a lot with my studies. She even got me into stuff that gave me more credits. I really liked her, and after some time, I found out she liked me too. We started going out. I met all of her family even, and... You want a drink? What? A drink. Around this time, there's usually a pause that makes you offer a drink to the client. There was no such pause. Please, I want to test this whole bartending interface. Sugar rush, then. You can't mess that up. Right. How did this thing work again? Welcome back, Alma! Oh, I love that. Okay, so, Sugar Rush. This is hilarious to go through it as Alma now. Here, thanks. How is it? Like I said, you can't mess up a Sugar Rush. I have this gut feeling that with your body, you'd make a better bartender than me. You're selling yourself too short. You're cute, you know? People don't go to bars for cuteness, though. You've obviously never been to a cat bar, then. Besides, my boobs can be a hassle in trying to move around this kind of stuff. So keep telling the story. Well, as the career went on and on, it got harder and harder. The last year and a half of it became nothing but study session after study session, investigations, my thesis. When the graduation ceremony came, I had to make a speech, and suddenly, while reading said speech, I almost had a panic attack. Fear of public speaking? I realized I lost about a year and a half of my life. I tried to remember if I did anything fun at all, but all I could remember was studying and investigating new topics. I didn't even enjoy doing all that, so I was just standing there and the satisfaction of graduating was minimal. I realized I'd only gone through the motions day after day, from high school to graduating. I felt like whole years of my life had slipped through my fingers. I never stopped to think if I enjoyed what I was doing. In fact, I never stopped. But at that point, I stopped and realized I needed a breather or something. Did I even like that career? It was all terrifying as hell. I needed all my strength to not start running like a panicked mess. So a couple of months later, I get an offer to start working at this big research facility. Lenore was ecstatic. She was so proud of me back then. But I was just scared. That would be my job. I spent my life expanding on what I did during that year and a half. What if I had a sudden realization like the one I had at graduation, but when I turned 40? I didn't know what to do, but as sure as hell wasn't taking that offer. I told Lenore and she freaked out. She confessed that she was jealous because she never got such a chance. Things devolved pretty quickly. She said one too many things, I said one too many things. In the end, I just stormed out of her house, and I broke a vase in the process. After that, I never spoke to her again. Damn. I'm sorry, I suddenly feel bad for pushing you to tell me all that. Why are you feeling shitty about that after all this time then, though? Unless you've been feeling shitty for years. I have, but it's not just because of that. The other day, Lenore's sister, Gabrielle, came to this bar. Apparently, Lenore died last week. Localized nanomachine rejection, a heart attack. Apparently, she had it for a long time, but never told anyone. And coincidentally, it got worse after I left. And I just can't stop thinking about it, wondering if me being there would have made a difference. If it's true she had that for a long time, why didn't she tell me she was sick when we were together? I don't know, I just feel like all kinds of failure. Chill. And to make it worse, I also lashed out at Gabby. Yes, she was blaming me for her sister's death and all, but she's just a kid for fuck's sake. She lost a sister who pretty much raised her on her own. And to top it all off, I suddenly can't remember what stopped me from apologizing. Pride, fear, stupid effort to leave the most awesome person I loved as a thing of the past. Who cares? I lost my chance to apologize to her forever. Truly forever. I'm such a piece of shit. A selfish piece of shit. Okay. Honestly, I don't know what to say. I didn't expect the story to be this. Yo, boob tender. Yes? Can you get me a big beer here? Coming right up. Big beer. What makes a beer big in this thing? Big beer for Jill. Thanks. I need to remember to take care of the cans in my apartment. Do you drink lots of beer? One of the perks of the BTC-issued liver implant is that I can drink lots of beer without getting too wasted. Ooh. Hey Jill, what kind of girl was Lenore? Well, she was calm and smart. Back in college, I was too thick-headed and got riled up easily. Stressed was my default state. So, just like you're behaving right now. Shut up, I was worse. Can't picture that. Don't, it's embarrassing. Anyway, she was always there, finding a way to cool me down. She was also able to hold conversations about pretty much any topic. One time I saw her go from talking about video games to talking about sports. All that variety while still being a hardcore scientist. She would always push me into social interactions. If she saw me by myself, she would drag me with her. Watching people was fine, but talking to them is better, she would say. Nora would always present me to her many acquaintances as the girl I don't mind cuddling with for hours. Man, I'm gonna miss her. After a point, I didn't even think about getting back into a relationship with her, but she's such an awesome person, I just wanted to apologize. And now... You know, in a cruel twist of irony, she's the one that made me pick up bartending. Oh? Back when I was thinking what the hell to do with my life, I remember the night we spent in a club. She started talking about how the drinks were synthesized, the chemistry involved, the reactions and all that. Everything sounded so fascinating. I remember saying that her talk made me want to start mixing drinks. She said, if everything else fails, why not take up bartending? Interesting. Are you okay? For some value of okay, yeah? It's just... I wanted to thank you, Alma. Thank me? I guess I just needed someone to tell all this to, and you were the one. You volunteered yourself, you insisted on listening to me, you stood there listening to the whole thing from beginning to end. I know I might not be the most expressive person, that I'm not one to spout love and fluffiness, but I really like you. Maybe I'm just a bartender and you're just a client. But I really appreciate your friendship, or at the very least your patronage. I really enjoy working for you. Jill, are you dying? Shut up, I'm trying to have a heart-to-heart here. Sorry, it's weird for you to get so sappy. Well, I just realized that the saddest thing is how I'll never be able to make amends. And it hurts like fucking hell, you know? I never, and I mean never, want to feel that way ever again. I don't want someone to suddenly exit my life and have my last memory of them involve something nasty. Oh, that is a terrible thing. I don't want the lingering grief. I don't want the lingering grief of having burned a bridge on. Oh my gosh. I want to avoid that at any cost, and if it means breaking character every once in a while, so I'll let everyone know how I really feel about them. If I ever fight with them, I'll swallow my pride, much all the courage I can, and be the one to apologize. I hate feeling like this. Hate it. Hate it. That's a nice resolution. Maybe we could copycat and do the same. And I'm trying to hold back tears because of that talk. Because it hits me so hard. I'm on duty, you know? Fine. It's almost closing time anyways. It was fun while it lasted, though. Hey. Yeah? I mean it, you know. Thanks for everything today. Silly, Jill. You listen to my problems and I listen to yours. That's what friends are for, right? Right. I'll be leaving now. Oh, before I forget. Did you ever talk about all this with your parents? They know the basics, but I haven't told them about Lenore's death yet. Why don't you do that sometime? I don't know. I don't want to bother them with my problems. Don't be silly. They're your parents. They live to share your problems. You should try having a talk like this with them sometime. They'll appreciate it. Anyway, I'm out. See you on Sunday. Take care. That Alma girl sure is nice. Ah, boss, did you hear all that? Not all of it, but a good chunk at the very least. Your expression changed a lot already. It did? You look happier. That's always good. Anyway, let's call it a day. I expect an even brighter Joe tomorrow. Right. Oh yeah, boss. What those chicken wings? Fucking ate the spicy chicken. Sorry, Dana. We won't have enough spice for your order until tomorrow, they said. Is that how they treat their regulars? Call them manager. Boss? Oh, yeah. Oh, I didn't get the flawless service? How dare you? Cherished Titty Hacker. She's a good friend. Where was my mistake? I want to know that now. Your account was charged $8,000 as payment for electricity. Have a nice day. Jill's power didn't get cut. This gives her peace of mind, and now she'll focus on work with no problem. And I'm almost bill paid. Did you have a boyfriend named Bill? Oh man, I'm so glad I paid that, even though I have less money. So, let's save this right on the dot. So, yeah, this was a slightly less heavier episode, but it kind of went more into Jill's character at the very least, so that was good. We also know more about the relationship with Lenore and how deep that went. And also, I was hit in the heart many times because I've had feelings like this before. I mean, they're similar, but I've not a relationship sense, more of strong friendships with people, and then once they die, you can't do anything about it. So you're gonna be depressed for a while, and when I learned about a friend possibly dying, I mean, either someone has their account or they're not dead, but if they are dead, then when I learned that they died, oh boy, I was not in the best state. Like, immediately, I went to the deep end. So, with all that said, I'm Wolf, and I'm going to be doing Valhalla for a while until I beat it so I can get on to doing more games. And I'll see all you guys and gals later. Bye-bye!